Moore will throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He breaks a tackle. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. To the air on second down. Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Miller with the ball. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Starts to scramble to the left. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic. Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
That's a really nice-looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line in the QB.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. On the move to his left. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Off the play fake on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. A shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throwing on the run. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
first play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 35. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Still looking on the move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Ducks are in the hurry up. On the ground, it's Hughes.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Moore to the air. Fires into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Oregon. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him, so that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the shotgun, the inside give. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. When you see these Alabama linebackers demolish quarterbacks and wreck things in the backfield, you have to think of Derek Thomas in that 27-sack season in 1988.
27. That's insane to have that many sacks in a season, especially when they didn't throw the ball that much. But finding ways to get after quarterback. You've seen Alabama guys, they're built different, they're recruited differently, and they have a lot of success, and they get after quarterbacks.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Under fire. Hit hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. Pulls it in. It's Horton. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Alabama pushing the tempo. Give to the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Young. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Dances away. Rolling right and going deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room. But
looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Wants to throw on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some...
Found the seam on the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge...
Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
And it's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football.
And it's on the ground. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after you.
Makes the catch down the right side. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Moore will throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty. Wide
receiver comes in motion. The give is to Miller. Slithers into space. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down.
Unleashes one deep. And he's thrown another interception. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Moore to the air. He unleashes a long one. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after
going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left. Heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to switch immediately when you're playing defense and that QB gets outside the pocket. I got to understand my scramble rules. I got to understand now I start running towards where I'm at. The other side of the field, I got to start getting to the middle of the field, understanding what the receivers are doing. Nice job by the defense being able to react to the quarterback once he got outside the pocket.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Bama! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Stumbled to the ground. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
What a play call. Fourth and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon!
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive, and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Listen to this crowd defense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. He's looking deep. Pulls it in on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards, unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Find some fresh air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to.
Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt.
Yeah, those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying in the receiver's hip pocket, knocking that ball down.
From the gun, give on the inside. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And you've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, maybe keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The miss here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, Dave. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Fires on the move. If he houses this, it's ball game.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, guys. 9 points. He's cost his own team. You got to wonder what his confidence is like right now.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To throw, it's Simpson. Might be looking to run. He'll put, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And that is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
It has been an absolute nightmare and a game to forget for this kicker. That is now his 4th missed field goal in this game, and if they lose, you know everybody's going to be pointing the finger at him.
Looking to throw on first down. He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime!
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed? They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Come out, they get the throwing touchdown, ends the football game right now. Nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates, I think, the identity of this team. They're going to fight and scratch and claw to the very end to get it done. Great job executing here late in the game to get the win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.